Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next blind script-racked video. My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, Season 2, Episode 40, Hide and Seek. Oh, well, normally hide and seek, that sounds like fun, but from the thumbnail, I'm not sure I'm gonna like this. No! Previously in My Little Pony, we had an epic battle between the ponies and these evil, magic-infused zinnia plants that were trying to take over Maritime Bay, but fortunately, with the magic of unity and friendship, our ponies prevailed. So, roar! And it was totally epic. So, roar! By the way, Doc Anubis, the person who's been releasing these videos, did in fact release a script reading video of this script, but I am going to do the script reading myself. So, roar! While I'm not a voice actor, I'm more like a voice mimicker, and that's being generous. I still really enjoy doing these script-racked videos, and I hope that you've been enjoying them too. So, roar! And by the way, it's like, I did watch the very beginning of Doc Anubis' video just to find out what was going on. He mentions that his video, the script was heavily edited, but however, this is the original script, so we shall see. And again, thank you to Doc Anubis for releasing these materials for us to enjoy. So, roar! The thumbnail of this video has me concerned. But let's stop talking about it and let's go find out what happens in the next episode. So, roar! So, the next script rack video of My Little Pony Tell Your Tale begins right now. My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, Season 2, Episode 40, Hide and Seek. Written by Tom Gidman. All the way back in February 2024. Interior Bright House, living room. We open on Hitch, hooves covering his eyes as he counts slowly down from 10. Hitch, 10, 9, 8, 7. The rest of the main 6, including Sparky, are gathered around him and instantly flee to find a hiding spot. Note, Sparky doesn't run off, but we shouldn't see that he doesn't. Oh, okay. Misty, Pip, Sunny, Zip, Izzy, hushed, running away efforts. It's like, quick, run, go find a good spot. Don't let him find you. Misty and Pip jump into a cupboard. Oh dear, that must be a pretty big cupboard. Sunny empties a bag of groceries over herself. She pops the empty paper bag upside down over her head. I don't know if that'll work, Sunny, but we shall see. Sunny, hiding efforts. It's like, no, it's really tight in here. This is why I'm a computer programmer and not a voice actor. Zip opens the door of a grandfather clock. She gets sucked in by magic and the door slams shut. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound very good. Zip, shrinking, reacts. Oh no, it's like, oh no, I'm getting smaller. We then see a miniature Zip appearing in the clock face, and she positions her body into the shape of the clock hands. So wait, is she intentionally trying to do this, or this just happened by accident? I'm not sure. Lastly, Izzy leaps onto the sofa and clambers underneath the cushions. Cut to under the cushions. Izzy whispered, hide and seek level professional. I'm not sure about that, Izzy, but nice try. Quick cut to the view of the sofa, which has a very obvious Izzy-shaped lump in it. Back to under the cushions. Suddenly, some magical sparkles start to swirl around Izzy. Izzy continued, oh, sofa sparkles! Yay! Plump! The cushions fall away beneath her, and Izzy is sent tumbling down into a dark hole. Oh no! Izzy continued. Wah! Oh no! This game of hide and seek has suddenly gotten very dangerous. Oh no! Back on Hitch. Hitch. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here I come. He opens his eyes to see Sparky stood right in front of him, waving, having not moved an inch. Sparky! Hello! Hitch. Aw, giggles. Good effort, buddy. No comment? But he is adorable, though. Hitch goes to look for the others. He spots the pile of fruit concealing Sunny and casually lifts up the grocery bag. Hitch continued. Nice try, Sunny. Two-way split screen. Hitch spots Mini Zip in the clock. Hitch continued. Time's up, Zip. The clock strikes 4, knocking Zip out of the clock face. She tumbles out of the clock door, turning back to normal size. Woo! Three-way split screen. Hitch opens the cupboard door to reveal Misty and Pip crammed in amongst cleaning equipment. Pip is stood vertically in a bucket pretending to be a mop, and Misty is wearing a yellow wet floor sign over her head. Nice effort, but... Oh. Hitch continued, scared. Oh, of course, some pony is always in the dark. Spooky, probably full of monsters' closet. Why, every pony? Why? Why can't you pick a more safe spot to go hide? Hitch returns to the center of the living room. Hitch continued, okay, who wants to count next? Me? Well, if you insist. 10, 9, 8. But wait, you haven't found Izzy yet, so... Sonny! Hitch, you can't count every time. How are you going to face your fear of the dark if you never hide? Oh, okay. Hitch, why face my fear when I can just keep avoiding it? Like this. 10, 9, 8, 7. I see, Hitch, I see. But, aww. Zip, it's still your turn anyway. You haven't found Izzy yet. Hitch opens one of his eyes as if to say, dang, you're right. Then looks around the room with that same eye, eventually spotting the disturbed cushions on the sofa. Hitch! There she is! Hitch trots over to the sofa, flips off the disturbed cushions, only to find a dark, mysterious hole. Oh. Hitch continued, terrified. Izzy? Are you okay? You're not at the bottom of that dark hole, are you? Oh. Voiceover, I guess? Echoey. Hey, you found me. Also, I'm trapped and scared. Help, 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 help. Best I can do without some digital assist. Oh no, poor Izzy, don't worry, we'll save you. Hitch, trapped down there in the dark, scary hole. Well, good luck, Izzy. Been nice knowing you. Oh no, come on, Hitch. No, you can't leave Izzy down there. No. Come on, Hitch. You gotta go down there and save Izzy. Do it for Izzy. Do it for Equestria. Do it for yourself. Roar! Hitch turns to leave, but is stopped in his tracks by Sonny, which I'm not surprised by. Hitch, come on. Sometimes friendship means doing something scary. We're coming, Izzy! Hitch, seriously, in that dark and terrifying hole? And I mentioned a very, very dark hole? No! Oh, poor guy. Oh, of course. Sonny jumps into the hole, followed by Misty, Zip, then Pip. Hitch is left on his own. Aw. I'm actually all for this, but you know, maybe before we jump into dark holes, that maybe we have some plan to possibly get out again? Like, maybe a rope or something? Hitch continued, you ponies probably have it covered. I'll just stay here and, you know, everything will be fine. I have a feeling no. Hitch tries to exit, scooping Sparky onto his back. But then the Bright House magically pulls the carpet from under him, flipping him and Sparky into the air and down into the sofa. Well, it appears the Crystal Bright House is not going to give Hitch a choice in the matter. Hitch continued, Crystal Bright House, whose side are you on anyway? Aw, poor Hitch. But I think this will probably work out for him in the end, so, roar. Interior dark land, continuous. Oh no! Hitch, Sparky, oof. We see Hitch and Sparky's eyes appear in the dark, 'cause it's dark and that's all we can see. Hitch calling terrified, hello, Izzy. Izzy's eyes pop up right next to his. Izzy, hello there, Hitchy Poo. Hitch, ah! Izzy, I thought you were a monster. Oh! 4 more pairs of eyes appear, walking in from the side. Hitch continued, an 8-eyed monster. We're all doomed. No! Sorry, I'm saying lines that are not in the script, but I can't resist. This is too much fun. Zip, Hitch, it's just us. Sonny, also, how do you know monsters wouldn't love you? Critters certainly do. Well, that's actually kind of a good point, but at the same time, usually monsters want to do bad stuff to you, so... Ugh. But of course, that's not always the case, so... Roar. Hitch, well, I'm not sticking around to find out. Bye! Hitch runs off in the distance. His panting gets quieter and quieter, then starts to get louder again as he reappears on the opposite side. I see. Hitch continued, panting, any chance you're a different group of floating eyeballs? Sorry, Hitch, no. Sonny, Hitch, you can't run away from your fear. You gotta face it. Hitch, easy for you to say. You ponies never get scared. Well, I wouldn't say that. Zip, hello? Remember last year at the Royal Harvest Gala? Cut to flashback. Interior Zephyr Heights Royal Palace flashback. We see Zip sat terrified at a wedding-style banquet next to Pip and Queen Haven. There is a harvest display in the middle with a giant butternut squash as the centerpiece. Zip voiceover. I had to recite a 2-hour ceremonial poem to a vegetable. Zip leaps frantically through a huge pile of cue cards. Queen Haven dings her glass and then the crowd hushes. She looks to Zip as if to say, over to you. Zip stands up. She then spots the rest of the main six sat at another table, giving encouraging smiles. It's like, you can do it, Zip! Yay! Zip voiceover. But when I saw you ponies, I knew I could do it. Zip courageous inhale. Oh, to be a squash, squish squash, squishing in a butternut bog. Interior dark land continuous. Hitch. I guess that was kind of scary. Misty, what about everything that happened with Opaline? Making me plot against you ponies and do all those kinds of mean stuff. I was a nervous wreck after I got away from her. Yeah, I could understand that. Exterior Maritime Bay, streets, flashback. Misty is walking down Main Street with the main six. She looks skittish and scared. Misty voiceover. I kept seeing her everywhere. They walk past a billowing sheet hanging out to dry. A shadow is cast on it from behind that. Looks exactly like Opaline raising up on her hind legs. I'm coming to get you, Misty. Misty flashback. Whoa! Misty voiceover. But you ponies helped me to see it was all in my head. No. Sunny pulls the sheet back to reveal Dahlia wrestling with a complex flower arrangement. She is on her hind legs trying to remove a conical flower vase stuck on her head, which looks like a unicorn horn. Oh, okay. The various flowers and plants on the table look like Pegasus wings. Oh. Okay. Interior Darkland continuous. Hitch, having friends is pretty great. Izzy, and what about when I created the board trot? Oh, how could we forget that? Roar! Exterior board trot flashback. Izzy is walking near where the board trot would later be. She's looking glum and worried. Izzy, voiceover. I was afraid I'd lost all my creativity, but you ponies really helped me see that it never left. Yay! We see shots, reused from special, of Izzy being supported by the other ponies, and then using huge bursts of cutie mark magic to create the board trot. Interior Darkland continuous. Izzy, I also overcame my fear of spatulas that day, but that's a whole nother story. What? Hitch, yeah, you know what? You're right. With all you ponies by my side, what have I got to be afraid of? Oh, now you've done it. Cue horrible monster. No! This sweet moment is interrupted by a loud booming footsteps and thunderous growls. Oh no! I'm sorry, Hitch. I was right. Monster. Monsters roar? That's not how you spell roar. But I'm gonna say that. Monsters roar. Roar! Oh no! We see Hitch's eyes turn from shock to intense bravery. Oh, good for you, Hitch. Hitch, we're not scared of you, monster, because we've got kindness. Sunny, hope, Pip, confidence, Misty, empathy, Izzy, creativity, Zip, bravery. Each of the main six cutie marks glows in turn. Hitch, and I'm not gonna be afraid of the dark anymore. You tell him, Hitch. Their cutie marks glow brighter and brighter. The magic light swirls together into a ball, floats up to the actual light in the ceiling and switches it on. The room lights up and is revealed to be a basement. The monster is revealed to be Sparky. Of course, why not? He has buckets on his feet, causing the loud stomping, and a bucket on his head, causing his squeaks to echo like roars. He lifts up the bucket on his head. Sparky! Dada! No! Hitch, and I'm definitely not afraid of dragon babies. Come here, little guy. No! Sparky jumps into Hitch's arms. End of episode. Yay! Well, that was real nice, and good for you, Hitch. Roar! So that was Hide and Seek, and my first thoughts are, I'm not sure about this episode title, but it was actually started off with a game of hide and seek, but it was actually about something much more, and overall I really like what they were attempting to do. And best of all, it really wasn't that scary, which was something I was kind of worried about, so roar. The thumbnail of this video made it look like there was like some horrible dark magic that was like, you know, kidnapping Zip and Pip, and like, oh no, this don't look good. No! But no, actually it was perfectly fine. For a character like Hitch, who's afraid of the dark, this was a very difficult episode for him, but I really like what they were attempting to do here, because yeah, it's like it starts off with just being, oh, it's a game of hide and seek, and okay, it's just a game of hide and seek, and there were some unusual things that happened, like, oh, Zip ran into a grandfather clock and shrunk herself down to like a couple inches tall, and again, really, I'm like, was she intending to do this? Because I hope so, because otherwise, I'm going to assume that since Hitch found her so quickly that the answer is yes, because otherwise he would have been like, oh my gosh, Zip is only a couple inches tall, what do I do? I mean, some ponies were attempting to hide and didn't really do such a great job of it. It's like, yeah, it's like turning a bag of groceries on the floor and putting the bag over your head. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. So, still, that was actually kind of amusing. I mean, until Izzy, you know, somehow hides under the curtains and finds like a dark magic hole thing to fall into. So, no! But I did like how they turned this from being just a game about hide and seek, and, you know, that we all of a sudden realized that Hitch is actually counting because he doesn't actually want to hide, because he doesn't want to face his fear of the dark, which I can totally understand, because obviously sometimes it's like, you know, it feels like, well, this is not a battle we're fighting, or, oh, I'll just keep avoiding it like I've always done, because that's worked okay. But obviously, to a point, it don't work that way. Obviously, you gotta face your fear eventually, and that's, I think, kind of what the Crystal Bright House had in mind, because it's like, yeah, Hitch is just trying to just run away. It's like, okay, don't worry, I'm sure they've got it, it'll be fine, I'll just go. And the Crystal Bright House is saying, no, Hitch, no, you're not. You gotta go help save Izzy and go face your fear. So, roar. I do have to say, it is pretty difficult, tough love from the Crystal Bright House sometimes. Like that episode where Pip and Zip were having I'll call it a basic sibling squabble over like, no, you took my hairbrush, and no, I didn't touch it, and those sorts of things. And the Crystal Bright House puts them through what I hope is a quote-unquote virtual experience. I'm sure regardless they weren't in any real danger, but it was still kind of a bit much to put the poor ponies through for just a sibling squabble, so, aww. But in this case, it does sound like that Hitch really needed to go and, you know, face his fear whether he wants to or not, and sometimes that's just the way it works. When that happens to Hitch, this is pretty much his worst nightmare. He's now literally in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. He has no idea where he is, what's going on, you know, and obviously he has to go and save Izzy and all that, and so, you know, it almost feels like, in this case, it's almost the magic of friendship that comes through here, because, like, you know, Hitch says, like, oh, you ponies are never scared. I don't think that was true. I mean, sure, I mean, these ponies may not show it. Again, the definition of courage isn't not being scared. It's about, you know, doing whatever it is you have to do regardless of whether you're scared or not. So they may not be showing that they're scared, but it doesn't mean that they're not. Interestingly, they show this in different ways as well. Like, Zip's, you know, fear moment is not, you know, some sort of physical danger or anything. It's standing up in front of every pony and giving this 2-hour speech, so in some ways that makes total sense for Zip, because I don't think she's afraid of public speaking, but she's afraid of these kind of responsibilities because it's not really her thing, I think is the short answer. But even so, yeah, standing up in front of a giant crowd of ponies, it can be very scary and intimidating, but fortunately her friends were there to give her support and basically like, you can do it, Zip! Yay! Misty has a lot of things to be scared of. I mean, yeah, she was basically a double agent for Opaline for a while, and even after Opaline's defeated, it makes a lot of sense that Misty's still scared of, what if she comes back? Because, you know, we, the audience, we have a pretty good idea what happened to Opaline, but they actually don't, because they didn't actually see what happens to Opaline. So there's always that fear of, oh no, what if Opaline comes back? Oh no! Fortunately, again, the ponies were there for Misty to just show us, like, no, that shadow wasn't really Opaline, it was just, you know, a trick of the lights and, you know, all those sorts of things. Hitch essentially learns is that, yeah, he doesn't have to face these things alone, and of course, he's not. He has all these amazing friends to support him and help him, and his friends are not trying to call him out for this fear. It's like, oh, come on, Hitch, don't be afraid of the dark. Yeah, they're being very supportive and being like, we know you're scared, but we're here for you. Roar! It's a beautiful thing. And because of that, he's actually able to overcome and face that fear, even when, yeah, oh my gosh, there's a giant monster. No! I think it's two things. Yeah, his friends are supporting him, but I think he's also gone into that, Sheriff of Maritime Bay mode, where it's like, no, I must protect my friends and Izzy, and I'm not scared of you anymore, so, roar! But unfortunately, in the end, it was just Sparky, so, roar! And apparently was just, again, a trick of the lights, or maybe there's just simply a hole in the bottom of the sofa that goes into the basement, which I'm not sure which I'm more concerned about. That there's this weird magic hole between the sofa and the basement, or maybe that there's a physical hole between the couch and the floor and the basement, so... But in any case, I really liked this episode. I liked what it was attempting to do. I think it actually accomplished it fairly well, and without being, well, too dark, shall we say? So overall, I really liked this episode. I liked what I was attempting to do. I think it accomplished it fairly well. And again, it would have been lovely to have seen this even in animatic form, but I'm glad that we got to see the script and see the story that they created for us. So, roar! And again, thank you to Doc Anubis for releasing these materials, not only for us to enjoy, but also to see what was coming and to learn much more about these ponies than we would have learned otherwise. So, roar! So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.